Mhm. 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 Hello guys, sound check.
Hello guys, sound check. Hello guys, sound check. Hello guys, sound check.
How's everyone doing today? We still have time, guys. Invite your friends. Oh, okay. Guys, can you hear me now? Oh, finally. What about the rest? Hello, Cornelius. Hello, Adeli. Randy, Galen, hello, Real Trust. And of course, Chill Trader, hello. So guys, just a reminder to all of you. Okay, so there will be a $200 USDT giveaway. So the top 5 AMA questions will be getting a $20 USDT each, and also $10 each for 10 random lucky winners. And on top of that, of course, I'll be having a surprise giveaway too, you know, on top of these rewards that that we initially set here. Okay, so thank you for the feedback. Okay, so only 4 of us are watching right now. Guys, don't hesitate to share our live link. You know, our AMA is about to begin in less than 10 minutes. So right now, let's just wait for our guests. So first off, we have the CEO, Mr. Jimi Daodu, and we have Dr. Oyin Ajayi, the communication specialist of Vault Hill. So we are 7 minutes to go. I'm still waiting for them to come in. Also, I would like to thank Kommunitas for partnering. Well, you know what, guys? You know, for my recent bonus for everybody.
Hello guys, sound check.
Oh my god.
Hello guys, sound check.
Something's wrong.
Hello guys,
No.
sound check.
Wait.
Hello guys, sound check.
The sound's breaking. I'm sorry for this. How to eliminate the playback? Oh, wait a second. Okay, so control audio. Okay, let's see. How's everyone doing today? Oh god, there's a playback, guys. Oh my god. Let's see, it's on my Zoom. We still have time, guys. Can anyone share how to eliminate this playback? I have no clue. I apologize for this. Invite your friends. Oh, okay. Oh my god, this is... oh my goodness. Marites, hello! Guys, can you hear me now? Oh, finally. What about the rest? Restart what? Hello, Cornelius. Hello, Adeli. Restart. Randy, Galen, hello, Real Trust. And of course, Chill Trader, hello. Good. So guys, just a reminder to all of you. Okay, so there will be a $200 USDT giveaway. So the top 5 AMA questions will be getting a $20 USDT each, and also $10 each for 10 random lucky winners. And on top of that, of course, I'll be having a surprise giveaway too, on top of these rewards that we initially set here. Okay, so thank you for the feedback.
Hey Norman, how you doing?
Hello, Jimmy. Hello. I'm good. I'm still fixing something right here on the audio part because there is a playback problem. I just have to fix it, but we already have some viewers here now.
Yeah, happy to wait.
Doctor, I know you're there too. Hello. Good morning. Okay.
Hi, Jimi.
Hey, morning. You got the memo. It's back there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
How you doing? All good?
Yeah, all good.
Okay, so only 4 of us are watching right now.
Oh yes. This is really bad because oh my
don't
god.
hesitate to share our live link. You know, our AMA is about to begin in less than 10 minutes.
Yeah, so we have a problem right now with the audio because there is a delayed playback. I don't know if it's okay for you guys. Yeah, I already I've already muted the monitor. Wait a minute. Okay. Okay, so I have already muted the monitor. Hopefully there will be no the playback of my voice. You know, like, you know, I don't know what is the problem of you know, my setup, but actually this is the first time that I am doing live on YouTube because most of my live are on Facebook.
It's always the first time for everything.
Yeah.
You can't hear an echo. It's good.
I'm gonna show my camera right now. Hello. I'm good. I'm good. I'm just trying to fix something here, and I did share to you guys about the live link, right? You know, there are already some viewers here. Okay, and of course, have you reviewed all the questions that I have for you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. How many viewers? We have 10 people watching now. Anton Q, hello. So I am viewing the live chat. Okay. So I think I have solved the issue of the playback in which I just muted the monitor of my YouTube. Instead, I'm just focused here on the software. So once again, hello to you all. Okay, so let me know, guys, if you're good to go.
Yeah, we are.
Good.
We're good to go.
All right. Let's see. I'm going to change the view. Let's see. I think the gallery is good. Okay. Let's see if it reflects on YouTube as well. Just want to make sure that everything is all set. So guys, are you ready? To all the viewers there, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I am not sure why is it that it's not, you know, I don't see your faces here on YouTube, but I did see you. I could see you guys right here on Zoom. Oh, okay. Let's see. Let's see. I have. Oh, okay. I think I have an issue here. Okay, there we go. Nope. Zoom meeting. Oh, so we have another problem here. I think on the on my YouTube, of course, I cannot see you guys whenever you speak. It's only me, of course. I'm not sure.
Jeff, should we just record on YouTube? Sorry, record on Zoom and then upload to YouTube?
Okay.
Take away the live effect.
Oh, okay. One second. I think I have to reset the okay. Let me try this setting. Let me try this. Okay, let me try Zoom this time. Still not, your faces are not appearing. It's blank white. I would like to ask the viewers here, since we are struggling with, you know, since we are struggling here for, you know, for the Zoom to appear right here, it's only me. Is it okay, guys, that we just have to cover this up? You just have to do the audio recording, because that's really important. Is it okay with you guys? For those of you who are watching right now. Sorry for the inconvenience. Okay, so let me just turn off the camera right now. And just turn this on. Oh, sorry. Yes, I think yes, okay. So we just have to stick to the banner right now. Apologies for you know, this is the first time that I've set this up. Okay. So I think we're all set now. Jimmy, Doctor, are you guys ready?
Yep.
Okay. So let's start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so guys, thank you so much for tuning here to our Vault Hill live AMA session. Okay, so there will be a $200 USDT giveaway for the participants. So $20 each for the top 5 AMA questions and $10 each for the 10 random lucky winners. And our special guest for today, starting off with the Chief Executive Officer of Vault Hill, Mr. Jimi Daodu. And we have the Communication Specialist, Dr. Oyin Ajayi. So guys, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having us here.
Okay, and also I would like to say hello to all of the viewers right here who are watching our live stream right now. Okay, so first things first, guys. Could you introduce yourselves? Tell us a little bit more about yourselves. How do you get started in the crypto, blockchain, DeFi, and NFT space, and how did you get how did you ended up creating and developing Vault Hill?
I could go first on this. That's okay.
Yeah,
So
remember.
my name is Jimi Daodu, founder of Vault Hill. Christian, married, got two beautiful toddlers. From an academic perspective, a first degree in computer science, a master's in advanced computing, and currently finishing up an MBA at the University of Warwick in England. Professionally, led huge transformation and change programs, working in the hospitality sector for Expedia, where I led an ERP implementation, moving off Microsoft Provision to Oracle R12 Financials. Moved into financial services where I worked with Barclays and led a huge divestment project with a budget of about £10 million, and recently a transformation director at the Teleco in London, where my last day was weeks ago, and now doing Vault Hill fully. Where did Vault Hill stem from? So I've been in the crypto blockchain space since 2017, and while everyone was raving about Bitcoin and XRP at the time, I stumbled upon virtual land, and for me, it was a concept that I didn't understand, and I was like, hey, invest money you could use, and I did at the time. So got a couple of pieces of land in virtual land and Simium space, and one of the pieces of land we got in Simium space was about $200 at the time. And fast forward early this year, one of those pieces of land sold about $10,000. And while everyone was like, "Wow, that's a crazy ROI," for me, it wasn't necessarily money. It was value. It was the fact that someone put that value on that, and that got us thinking and started researching what problems can we solve with this use. How can we infuse virtual land and blockchain and NFT and into a product real world problems, and that's how Vault Hill was birthed. I'll pause there for now. I know that's a lot to take in. I'll hand over to Dr. Oyin to hear herself.
Okay, thank you, Jimmy. Hi guys, my name is Oyin. I'm the communications specialist at Vault Hill. I have been in the communication space for about 6 years now, and I've been involved with organizational communication to improve or manage corporate reputation. And how did I get into the blockchain space? Well, I'll say through Vault Hill. I mean, Vault Hill is up to something great, and I came about Vault Hill, and I was like, I would like to be part of this, and that's started my journey in blockchain. So far, it's been great.
Okay, guys. So thank you so much for introducing yourselves. Okay, to our community. Now for the next question, what is currently the mission and vision of Vault Hill?
I think
So
I'll let
so our
Jimmy
mission,
answer that.
so our vision is to revolutionize extended reality that enhances the human experience. And what we mean by this is infusing our product and service offering, whereby we're looking at basic human instincts. And I don't know if you can see my wall here. This is our development plan, which is on our white paper as well as in our pitch deck and also on our website. We're taking 7 out of the 13 basic human instincts. Things like vitality, creativity, curiosity, finance, and idealism, and work through that model to develop our metaverse in that instant. So that way, we're able to go to any and all businesses and services to say, hey, the product offering, we could bring that into the metaverse by gamifying the experience and also making sure that what your customers or their customers experience today can be real world. So that is our our vision statement. From a mission perspective, we want to create a constructive, an emphasis of the word constructive metaverse, whereby it's ideal for anyone to come in. We have controls and safeguards in place. Things like pedophile, sex offenders, and all of those negative stuff. So we're trying to make sure that we put in controls in place to take that away. Looking at innovation like self-sovereign identity. So that is our mission at Vault, to create a human-centric, a constructive human-centric metaverse that caters to everyone.
All right, so I'm Jimmy. Thank you so much for explaining to us about the mission and vision of Vault Hill. Now, for my next question, this is one of the most important questions that we all need to hear, especially those who are tuning into our live stream right now. Could you guys explain the real use cases, fundamentals, and tokenomics of Vault Hill?
Can I go on that?
Yeah. I'll jump in with support on tokenomics.
Okay. So basically, Vault Hill consists of an ecosystem. We have the Vault Hill City, which is the metaverse. We have the NFT marketplace, XR consulting, variable. And in the Vault Hill City, there's the virtual land which referred to as Vault Hill, and this virtual land has been that we also have the native cryptocurrency, which is we just recently concluded our listed and private sale, and our public token sale is happening next month. So PHC token can be used for purchases, and payments done with the VHC token attract 40% discount transaction fee. So you encourage you to purchase your cool wearables or whatever you might like in Vault City. The token will also be used for reward to pay content for anyone that monetizes their creation in the token will also be used for governance. So HC token holders get to vote on the future operation of. So I mean, if you want your voice to matter in the content and operation of Vault Hill City, have your I think I'll let Jimmy explain the economics part and any other thing I might have left out.
Nah, thanks for that, Dr. Oyin. I think you got spot on the use cases. I think one important thing just to add, which we're also rolling out in January, is staking. So how do we create value for the tokens as well, and how do we get people passive income on the VAT tokens they hold? What we're also doing is time staking to the purchase of virtual land, which will happen in March next year, but we'll release announcements on that. From a tokenomics perspective, we've taken out 35% of the token to sell. So split between pre-seed, private, and public. Again, this is give us enough money to start and continue the product build and experience that we want to give our users out there, our Vault Healers. So again, we've not gone crazy and raised an amount of money, just to have in the bank. No, we're cognizant about investors, our fans, to make sure that we're working in line with the budget we've set, forecast we've set for the whole year and next year, so that we're able to start delivering on this and start generating revenue, so we can actually run the company not just from investor funds, but also from the funds we start to generate from a revenue perspective. A significant part of the tokens, I'll say about 38%, is around reward. This involves staking, content creator, monetization. How do we make sure that we're able to reward, the users and content creators that come into the space, to develop and enhance Vault Hill? So again, for us, it's not community first. Centric is, what we're looking at. And if you look at the YouTube model, where you do a video, you upload, you get more views, you get incentivized. Again, we're taking that and putting that into Vault to incentivize our content creators. So that's a lot of how the tokenomics have been broken down. It's on page 23 on the white paper. It's on the website, so please go in there and have a look. It's very important to pull out the vesting period as well. The shortest vesting period there is 9 months for public sale, where about 15% of that, in January, and then monthly throughout the whole process, 9 months. Again, we're quite conscious about how we create liquidity and release the token, so it keeps the value up rather than put in a very short vesting period and getting people to sell the token. And that's why we're innovatively putting utility around the token so people hold the token longer.
All right, so thank you guys for explaining to us about the real use cases of fundamentals and tokenomics Vault Hill. So we've learned a lot. Now, for the next question, could you share about the past and recent achievements that Vault Hill has accomplished, including the partners that you have on board?
I'll let you start on that, if that's okay.
That's fine. I love talking about achievements because, for an organization that's a year old, about 7 months, we've achieved a lot of, significant milestones within a really short period of time. Then, this just shows how much of a big deal our project is. So, like I mentioned earlier, we just did February. Right. So, and then aside that, we have done a lot of for the district that will be launching first. So, out of the 7 districts, launching 2 first, which is Vitality. In the Vitality district, Vault healers need to improve their health and well-being, and basically keep it. In the play, this can buy wearable play one activity. So for each of these districts, we have secured partnerships. The Vitality have today fitness trainer based in Hong Kong. They would their services. You'll be able to, like you would in the real world, you'll be able to have a personal trainer, coach you with any of your fitness program, anything you might be interested in. We also have the London Bridge Sports Medicine for sports doctors based in for the A district, like a good man, it's a lot fashion brand or in the men's main line. So you'll be able to buy cool attires because they blend of tradition. So they have very exclusive. We also have we have gravity currently set for this. So some of this, these are not the only big factors that would be. We have about 20 works right now. There's a lot going on behind. I don't know if Jimmy would like to add.
No, you hit it on the head. Nothing to add for that. Thanks for that.
All right, so guys, thank you so much for sharing to us, about the past and recent achievements that Vault Hill has accomplished, including the partners that you have on board. Now, for the next one, aside from the achievements that you guys have mentioned, could you also share the challenges that you are facing nowadays and how you guys cope up with that?
Yeah, the big one. I kid you not. I'd say the biggest challenge is around technical know-how and And when I say technical know-how, it's not the lack of, it's the complexity of what we're building. So if we look at what we're doing within the Voltil, the pieces of underlying architecture and infrastructure. The one we have the blockchain, and when we say the blockchain, a lot of components. You have the DeFi staking, you have the smart contracts, the NFT. You're talking about two various standards, ERC-721 and ERC-20, for example. Again, those are niche skill sets. The programming language of Solidity, yeah, that is just on its own. Then you have the cloud computing side of things, server side, the architecture side, security, server space, all of that. What's the best, decentralized and centralized server? What do you store on the blockchain? What do you store off the blockchain? Then you have the gaming side, where you have Unity, Unreal, you have 3D modeling, you have texture, you have environment, you have shaders, you have all of this complexity. It's not like building a bank app where it's just one app and one programming language and one of that. So what we're doing is tying three complex topics and infrastructure all together to generate an experience. And the skill set out there, you hardly find people that have technical expertise all three. And what we're doing at Voltil is upskilling our people quite quickly. Next year we're going to see a lot of us going on training in the XR side of things, blockchain side of things, and getting academic folks to come into the company and do a couple of awareness and training sessions on all of this technology. So while we're working on this and delivering products and content out to our Voltil fans, we within the organization have an in-depth understanding of what we're doing and not just a silent way. So I think back to your question, it's about, back to your question, Jeff, it's about the complexity of the technology we're working with and how are we solving it. A couple of things I mentioned, training sessions, getting ourselves to upskill. I mean, I went on a blockchain architect course. We're looking to work with Stream from an XR perspective early next year, bring some of their facilitators into the organization to do some lunch and learn courses with our employees. And again, starting to learn. Again, this industry is infant, right? Blockchain space in terms of the application has been around for less than 10 years. Same with XR and all of it. So these are the kind of challenges we're facing and how we're looking to resolve those challenges as well.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for sharing to us about the recent challenges that you guys are facing nowadays and how you cope up with them. Now, for the next question, how do you see or envision Voltil in a few years from now?
One word, beautiful. And I'm vocal about it. I feel within the next 2 years, I know, working hard at this is to make Voltil a $1 billion company. And that doesn't go unsaid in terms of just the aspiration and vision. It's how we go about it, how we're being intentional to execute on our vision and mission. And it's where we want to get to. We want to get to a point where we're a popular name already starting to impact real change and positive change. And a lot of things, within Voltil as a whole is very important. And I'm Nigerian at birth, and I still have a lot of touch points in Africa, in the West, in Europe, and all of that. And I feel like bringing out and impacting emerging economies, Nigeria and countries in Africa into the space. For example, the two of the partners we have from a play perspective, luxury fashion branding Africa, but digitizing their fashion with their, making those into NFT. Now, that is an extra revenue stream for those brands. Africa has almost $1 billion of untapped digital asset market from the fashion perspective. So it's how do we start to impact emerging economies? How do we move from poverty to affluence, for example? How do we start, how we impact change from a positive perspective? This is not one without diving into like climate change and other change impacts that matter. We want to start taking this sequentially, and we're very intentional about it. And we talk about these things and giving back and our CRS within the organization, very important. Oh yeah, I don't know if you wanted to add to that.
Very
All right, so Jimmy, thank you so much for sharing to us on how you guys see or envision Vault Hill in a few years from now. Okay, so right now this is my final question before we focus on the questions coming from the community who are in our live chat right now on YouTube. Okay, so my final question for you guys is could you give us some reasons on why we should not miss out on Vault Hill?
Ah, that's it different. Right. So while everyone talked about bonds, stocks, all of this stuff, virtual land, extended reality is a different asset class. So, as the model matures and cost of technology uses, things like the headset, the VR, the wearables are going to be very accessible. And one of the reasons why you shouldn't miss out on Volta is we're doing something truly different, right? While everyone is selling virtual land and saying, hey, we're selling virtual land, we're answering two so what questions. One is, I buy virtual land, what can I do with it? And we're answering that question in two. One, we're creating a no-code build tool, which makes you build a simple, art gallery, a simple house where you're into NFT and collectibles. Your art is on your wallet. What we're now doing is giving you the opportunity to build something in our space and get your NFT arts to that. But then taking that further from an AR perspective, where you're able to generate a URL and send it to anyone in the world, where you have a smart reality smartphone, you're actually able to visualize that gallery in space, take that. And the second way we're answering this, you don't miss out on is, we're partnered with HTC. So for every virtual land, you get one of these HTC Vive, which is the new VR glasses by HTC. So for us, we're option to be. We're not just focusing on crypto-centric folks. We're looking at how we convert non-crypto-centric folks into the blockchain to understand the dynamic and the possibilities of this technology. For us, that is right why it is important to get involved with.
All right, so Jimmy, thank you so much for sharing to us on why we should not miss out on Vault Hill. So it's one of the promising projects, not just for today, but not just for 2022, but in many years to come. Okay, now here's the fun part. Okay, now let's try to browse some of the questions coming from the community here. So I'm going to check the top chat right here. So I'll be picking some questions coming from Mr. Cornelius Vanderbilt. So hello to you, Cornelius. Okay, he has a lot of questions for you guys. All right. So let's start with the first one. So he asked, how will the devs instill confidence and increase their user base given the recent scams and meltdown in the crypto market? How will they introduce the project to the non-crypto market?
I missed the first part of the question. Was that Daodu?
Okay. I will repeat. How will the devs instill confidence and increase their user base given the recent scams and meltdown in the crypto market? And how will they introduce the project to the non-crypto market?
No, thanks for that question, Elias. I think it's a number of things, right? So, one, we're taking special care and attention to what we call security audits, right? So, if you look at our token, our ERC20 and ERC721, they were audited by Hacken. The partners that we're about to do claiming and staking, the smart contracts have been audited by Esoteric, which these are leading security companies within the crypto space. we're also taking, various precautions from a security perspective with our code base, how we write our code, how we store it, how we back it up, and all of that good stuff. And the second question, in terms of how we intend to bring this out to the non-crypto, again, we talked about the user flow and the customer-centric nature of our approach. So again, if you look at our website, it's not like your traditional crypto project. We made it so simple that the call to action buttons, the user flow is easy. That is what we're doing with the metaverse as a whole. If you go on our website, you can create an avatar in about 3 or 4 clicks. We're also looking at bringing HTTP, and what we're doing is looking at producing more videos, step-by-step guide. How do you do not just a blog and 1, 2, 3, 4 points, but a video of someone actually doing it, so it's more intuitive. Right? So these are the kind of points where you bring to life. I'd hand over to Oyin to some of the strategy from a comms perspective we're also looking at.
Okay, so like Jimmy briefly touched on, we're even putting out videos to enable with non-crypto residents on the platform. So there's a lot of material there. If you check out YouTube, and explain as well as our blog. There's just a lot of material out there to assist and to give you information on what we are up to, when particular milestones, or better put, when particular activities is done and where to be done. There's a lot of website.
All right, so I hope that answers your question, Cornelius. But he has some follow up questions here. Do they
let him reach out to us? If we can't take some of them, let him reach out to us on Telegram, and Discord. We'll be able to take that from there.
Okay. So let's move on to the other ones. Okay. Up next we have Kushni Muammar. So I'm Kushni. Hello to you. Thanks for watching. Now his question for you guys is this: security and user interface are the most important aspect that users see on a platform. How has Vault Hill worked on this? And is this platform suitable for newbies in the crypto field?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for carry on.
No, carry on, Jimmy.
No, thanks for that question. I think we echoed this before, talked about security with Cornelius' question in terms of making sure that, our smart contracts are audited, have, safety precautions on the servers we use from a decentralized perspective or centralized perspective. From a user internet perspective, I am personally passionate about that because, I want my dad in Nigeria to be able to actually come on Vault Hill and, experience what people experience. My dad is not the most technically savvy person. He's technically, he knows how to start a computer, never wrong, use Microsoft Excel. But what I'm getting at is, I want to make it as intuitive as possible for any and everyone to come in, upload crates, with colors, with text, with the experience important. And what we're doing is we're also having sessions early next year around design thinking and putting groups of people in place as we start to develop a UI to make sure that we're ticking the boxes not just from an everyday team perspective, but from folks like you. So hey, please reach out to us on Telegram or Discord, and let's see how we can get you involved in some of our user testing as well to make sure that we're listening to the community to say, hey, this product is fit for purpose.
All right, so I hope that answers your question, Kushni Muammar. So thank you so much for this one. Okay, so up next, we have a question coming from KP Sharma. So, good day to you, sir. His question for you guys is: many blockchain projects exist only on paper and have no product, or have a product with no practical use case. Please tell us about the project's current practical product that is already in use, and what are the future plans?
Do you wanna take this?
Okay. I mean, we are definitely not part of those projects that exist on paper because we are very reputable. First of all, in fact, to start with the team, because I know a lot of people, always raise issues to verify. I think very legitimate. I've seen it. In the simple Google search, we are everywhere on. Talking about the product, our products are fully legit. There's, if you're not here to mentioned the smart contracts, yeah, it's a very reputable organization. If your platform is not secure, not up to, you're not going to pass that. That just demonstrates our platform is very safe. Not here to promise what we're not delivering. We are not just here on paper. We are here to deliver what we promise. And in terms of the metaverse, the raised funds, the rates its development still ongoing. By one next year, it should be up and running. And VHC token is out there. So there's just a lot of things that are just out there for everyone to verify. So I mean, also good to do your own research before diving into anything. But like, you are very well assured. We are reputable and legitimate.
Okay, so I hope that answers your question, KP. Okay, so thank you so much, doctor, for answering that. Now up next, we have Odeli Peditas. So thank you so much for watching. Now the question is, how do you intend to build the first extended reality metaverse that focuses on themes of the basic human instincts?
Hey, thanks for your question. How? Good now. You know, we started off with vitality and play, and again, if I look at vitality, things there are working with business, health and fitness perspective, mindfulness, well-being, therapy, and that is testament to established brands such as Today Fit in Hong Kong and the London Bridge, and trust us with provision of these services and a reality perspective. We've then moved into play where we're working with some fashion brands, and we're going to start releasing some collaboration and announcements very soon. But this is how we're looking to build that. We're looking at how we design this from an empathy perspective, an emotional intelligence perspective that actually resonates. Well, again, I'll call out the catchword at Voltil is constructive. So we're moving away from that Ready Player One utopian type, setting to make sure that we're bringing these experiences that you'd otherwise have spent money or time doing. Again, short time frames, right? We're not saying jump into Voltil and spend the whole day Voltil. No, it's augmenting what you do day to day, and that is what we're looking at from a centric perspective. I hope that answers your question.
All right, so thank you very much, Jimmy, for that answer. Okay, so Odelia, hopefully that answers your question. Now, the next question is coming from Trishang11. So, good day to you. Now, His question is, if the bear market comes, will your token probably dump? And do you have any plans to prepare for this bear market? How will you handle the panic sell?
Hey, that is a fantastic question. Hey, please reach out personally because I'd want to understand and actually even tap into your ideas as to what we do. But yes, we have thought about this, and we have 4 product lines. But still, one is the metaverse, the second is the NFT marketplace, third is avatars, and the last is XR console. And for us, what we're looking to do is still keep that momentum in the market perspective, where we pivot into XR consulting. This could be on-chain and off-chain, but we will still have transactions in our token, right? So while transaction, what the 2 things we're looking to do is pivot into, the off-chain aspect of this, where we go to corporate organizations and sell our services from a virtual reality perspective, working with leadership teams, simulate team building and productivity events, where we can take some of those simulations and put that onto the metaverse and get people to transact on this. Well, the second is around the vesting period, and the longest vesting period, 2 years, and that is a lot of time. So again, we're constantly thinking about innovates and put utility behind the token so it doesn't dump. And I put it out there for ideas that we can. Again, it's a community-driven project. Yes, we might need some peers, steer the ship in the right direction, but we're always open to suggestions. So please, if you have innovative or ideas as to how we do this, please reach out to us directly. We're on Telegram, Twitter, and everywhere. Come back to you definitely.
Okay, so I hope that answers your question, Trish11. So thank you so much. Now up next we have Miss Marites Cabanilla. So good day to you, Marites. Now her question for you guys is, what is the status of the project, and could you share with us about the roadmap in the next 6 months?
Yeah. So the status of a project is a couple of things, right? So we're putting all attention on the token sale, then pivoting into the land sale. Again, all of this is to generate enough revenue to run this, because what we're building is a high quality environment like metaverse. And we've done a couple of things. Currently we have built environments and experiences for David where you can VR for mindfulness. That will be released sometime in February, March next year. We are currently working on an NFT marketplace, which is in build at the moment. That should be ready for our land sales in January next year. In terms of the experience itself, we're going to have 2 events, one physical in London, where we get one of our sponsors, HT, to join us in lunch in Oak Hill City at the DNA Arcade in Battersea. And then we'll have a virtual event as well for physical event. So we are staying on course. Our roadmap is on our white paper on the website. We're going to be more vocal about this. Yes, Volatile, we're going to do an AMA session early next month to bring this information down to the users. And this is going to be specifically about what we're doing within the next 6 to 12 months, and not just what are we doing and to bring it up.
Okay, so I hope that answers your question, Marites. Okay, so Jimmy, thank you so much for that. Now, for the next question coming from Kali Jurang. Okay, so his question is, what are your top priorities at the end of 2021 and the coming 2022? So could you share some plans for the upcoming year? Which part of the project are you most focused right now?
Wayne, do you want to jump with that and add to it as well?
Yeah. As Jimi mentioned, our focus right now, which is from January 10th on major launchpad, steady on so that's our priority right now. Which public lands, so that's the pre-sale happening for after then for Q1 have the VAT We also have the um, um, PR, PR, did this. For right now, we are focused on priorities. Yeah, Jimmy.
Yeah, so no, thanks for that. I think just stressing on the fact that next year for us is about shipping products out there. So people can start to experience what it is like, vitality in Voltaire, what you could do, mindfulness, how do we look at going away from the pandemic, that has stressed us and impacted our mental well-being, trying to alleviate some, then Voltaire as a tool for that as well. So again, emphasis next year for us is product, product, product.
All right, so I hope that answers your question. So thank you so much for that. Now up next we have a question coming from Jay Smith. Okay, so yeah. All right. His question is: starting next year, Vault Hill will be conducting its VLAN pre-sale. On what platform would you be conducting the sale event, and what will be the structure of the sale, and who are the eligible participants?
Hey Jay, how you doing? I know Jay personally. Thanks for asking and coming on. So VLAN for us next year is very important. That's going to be our very first in terms of revenue creation. What we want to do is look at how we ensure that folks. Okay. So, one, to be eligible to buy VLAN next year, you need to have staked X amount of Volatile City tokens. And because we're selling the VLAN, and for every VLAN, you get one of these VR, glasses from HTC. We need to make sure that it's important that the right people get in place. And when I say the right people, what we're looking to do is work out through how we bring in content creators and brands into the space. I know a lot of people buy land and land, buy and hold, appreciates. Our tactic for that is also, hey, you could do that, right? It's an investment as well, but we're focusing on brands and working with brands, and we're actually the first hexagon within each of the hexagons, so that we have the right experience for that themed district within there. So first step, buy your tokens. If you bought in private, great. Now the number of tokens holding, and you need to have staked by the land purchase to be eligible to buy land, and also get one of these hardware devices. And then we start to bring out more use what you could do land. Now, again, we're associating value to the land, so we're not just selling land. What we're doing is we're also looking to partner with a couple of media companies, Asia and Africa, whereby if you buy a piece of premium, deluxe, and land, get media time. So just imagine you spend $3,000, $4,000 on a piece of land that comes with a VR headset, and that comes with a 10 to 20 minute airtime, that captures a total audience of about 500 million people. You can imagine what that does for your brand. So again, for us, it's how do we aid adoption? How do we bring this to life? How do we, make this real for people and not just, oh, it's something we do. So those are the kind of things we're doing with our virtual land sale, and working closely with Republic Realm. They're looking to come in from an advisory perspective to help us out on some of those strategies, and also partner with us in some of those land sales. So hey guys, stay tuned. It's going to be an exciting one.
All right, so I hope that answers your question, Jay Smith. Okay, so thank you so much. Okay, the next question, I think the question of real trust, I think I have already covered this, in the first question about introducing yourself and what inspires you to create the project. Now, let's proceed to the next one, from Gibeon Sessian. So, good day to you. Now his question for you guys is, can I access your application via mobile, and what is the competitive advantage your Vault Hill project has that you feel most confident about?
Wow, two questions in one. So yes, you give access both mobile web and your metal hardware. From a competitive advantage, there are loads. For example, we strategically in our metaverse centric is already a competitive advantage. And what we mean by that, again, we talked about this earlier in vitality, play, curiosity, realism. This then targets various brands and services actually set up shop within those districts that have like-minded folks. And then they're able to also tap into the network and customer base of each. So take, for example, in Vitality, today's been sets up a studio. Right next to them is Calm. Right next to them is Gym Shack. Right next to them is Pure Gym. Now, you have people virtually visiting today's bit that will come out of today's bit and look at Calm. That already attracts the customers that go to Calm or Gym Shack, for example. Now, for us, is how do we combine all of this collaborative and network effect for our brands and customers to multiply what that looks like? So we're talking about, things like, competitive advantage, but just coming into Voltil as a brand. How do you expand your user? How do you customer acquisition for your products and services? So these are the kind of things that are putting us above the edge of the competition. Partnership with HTC, giving out hardware with purchase. Again, this is important for us to bring this to life. So these are the kind of things we're putting into place to set us apart from competition that already exists. Oyin, I don't know if you want to add to that as well.
I mean, just to reiterate the point you mentioned at the beginning of this, is the no-code builder tool. Basically, you get to build whatever. There's lots of.
All right, so I hope that answers your question, Jebian. So thank you so much for that. Let's proceed to the next one. Coming from Rio Pangetsu. Oh, okay. How can we? Okay, I think this has already been answered earlier. Okay. All right. Let's proceed. With the next question from Jomar Escalante. Jomar, good day to you. Now, his question is, can you tell us what are the benefits that the users can get by owning a virtual land?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we touched about this earlier, right? So
Okay.
part of the benefits are, you get media time, advertising time to market your services to, X number of million of people within Africa, within Asia, within Europe. Right, so that's one of the things we look to do. Two, we look at adding value and benefit to that by bringing real world cases, brands into here. So just imagine you buy a piece of land or you buy a house. Again, it's real estate, right? You buy a house in Kent, in where I am. Buy a new build a couple of years later, schools there, universities there, bank, the various infrastructures and amenities there. The price of the land or the price of the house comes. Again, those are the same fundamental techniques we're looking to bring into Voltil to ensure that the appreciation of the land is going up as well. So those are the kind of benefits we're looking to bring in here. And then from a content creator perspective, what we leverage a community of content creators. And this is going to start with a couple of challenges we're launching next year. Starting off with the Battle of the Avatars and then, Battle of Content Creators to start to showcase their creativity, their imagination, all of this bringing into Voltil. So these are some of the benefits you look to get with owning a piece of land within Voltil City.
Okay. Okay, so hopefully that answers your question. All right. Jimmy, I understand that you have like an appointment, like at 10. Is that correct?
Correct.
Yeah, so it's time, right? Yeah, it's already 10 a.m. UTC, so I understand. For the rest of the questions, we will be I think we will be reading all of this. I will be providing this YouTube link to our developers, Jimmy and Doctor. Okay, so they will be browsing all of these questions, and they are going to decide, guys, who will be the top 5 for the the top 5 AMA questions, and also for the rest of the participants. We're going to do it randomly at the same time as well. They're going to so the team are going to decide too. Okay, so since Jimmy is going to leave soon, unfortunately we're not going to take this long. So guys, before we end, do you have any parting words for our live audience right here on YouTube?
Oyin, do you want to go first and I'll wrap it up?
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's simple. Get involved with send us any suggestions. Follow us on social media. Copy everything sending out. Engage with us physically, and I mean, you'll be able to do it.
Thanks for that, Dr. Oyin. I think the last of this, I can't stress and thank you guys so much for even just tuning in and listening to us, being a part of our journey. It's not been easy. We might raise X amount of millions of dollars, but it is very challenging. What we're building here is very, very complex. We are proud and opportune enough to actually, looking at innovating. So I feel that is already an honor. And all I can say is thank you very much to us on our social media platforms and channels. Stay with us, give us suggestions like some of you have, and keep being part of this process. We'll definitely make what we're doing great for you guys, and thanks for all your support so far.
All right, so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, our special guests coming from the Vault Hill team. So first we have Mr. Jimi Daodu, the Chief Executive Officer, and we have Dr. Oyin Ajayi, the Communication Specialist. So guys, thank you so much for being here in the show. Thank you so much for your time here with us in our live AMA. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thanks for having us, Jeff. Have a good one. Thanks, Dr. Oyin. Have a good one.
And also, I would like to thank you to all of our viewers who are watching us live here on YouTube. So regarding the prizes for the giveaways, guys, so the team are going to be the ones to decide who will be the winners for the top 5 AMA questions and the random giveaway for 10 lucky winners. So I repeat, so $20 each for the top 5 AMA questions and $10 each for random lucky winners, which will be announced at a later date by the Vault Hill team, and they are going to be the ones to distribute the prizes. And guys, I understand that they need to contact you via Telegram, correct? Okay. I think they are already signing off. So guys, oh, you're still here. So they will contact you guys on Telegram, right? For the winners. Okay, so we will announce it later on, all right? So once again, thank you so much, guys, for watching our live AMA with the Vault Hill team. So I hope you guys have learned a lot and enjoyed our discussion. Okay, so feel free to share this to your friends as well. Okay, and of course, one more thing, peeps, I would like to invite you all to smash the like button, hit subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for more crypto, blockchain, DeFi, NFT, play to earn, NFTs, and metaverse videos. Okay, so from my freaking home studio, this is Jeff, aka NomadFury, and happy new year to all of you. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Just go to the official Telegram of Vault Hill. Just stay tuned for the announcement of the winners, okay? Guys, thank you so much.